Hey Mike, we've got a question from one of our students in the Mike Mandel Hypnosis Academy about how to deal with a client who is doing teeth clenching or teeth grinding.
No, teeth clenching specifically.
Yeah, different.
Right.
They're different things.
Yeah.
This is clenching in this case, but sometimes clenching can turn to grinding. Let's talk about it. How do you deal with this?
Okay, well, I've never dealt with teeth clenching, never. But in my practice, I dealt with bruxism a couple of times, which is teeth grinding. Now, the two are related because your teeth have to be clenched. Your jaw has to be clenched in order to grind your teeth. Now,
Yeah, one seems like it's worse than the other. One is just a further
bruxism is
along.
worse
Yeah.
because bruxism will take the enamel off your teeth, which is not a good thing. I dealt with one woman, older lady, and her bruxism was discovered because she was with a family, her family, at a cottage, a cabin, whatever. And in the night, they could hear in the other room a sound like someone striking big kitchen matches.
Oh.
And someone got up and looked, and it was her grinding her teeth.
Oh, that's
She
horrible.
wasn't aware of this. That one yielded completely to the tapping. It was just
So just 6-step tapping.
6-step tapping,
Okay.
2 or 3 rounds, and it was completely gone. Now, I always reinforce with hypnosis because that's what I do as a hypnotist. So the tapping and bringing in direct suggestion in hypnosis will have a great result.
Let me just pause you on that point, because if you're watching this on social media, YouTube or whatever, we'll put a link to the video that we published a while back on how you cured your fibromyalgia using tapping. That way, if you're not familiar with what we're talking about, you can click on the link and you can watch that video, because that tapping protocol can be used for so many different things.
Yeah, so there are many, many different tapping and energetic protocols, whatever you want to call them. But I've settled on one that I call the 6-step method. It's my own method. It's what I believe is an improvement on Robert Smith's faster EFT. I met Robert Smith. I did some graphology for him. Great guy. And so I give him the credit always, but by adding the one extra spot, the anxiety spot, I think it makes it a bit better.
Yeah, and I'll just mention from my own perspective as well. So again, not grinding of the teeth, but clenching is something that I had been doing for quite a long time. And I think it was causing problems with my teeth because just the compression load, my dentist explained to me from an engineering background, it actually causes the enamel to crack off the sides. So I have some bonding on from years back. Anyway, here's how I dealt with it. First, I became consciously aware of when I was doing it. I'm not sure if I was doing it in my sleep, but I would notice that during the day, I would be holding on to tension. I was holding my teeth together. As soon as I started becoming consciously aware that I was doing that, I would immediately just shift, relax, go into a relax the jaw. Imagine I'm balancing a drop of oil between my tongue and the roof of my mouth and hold on to that relaxation instead of holding on to that tension. And I would do self-hypnosis as well. So I would guide regular self-hypnosis sessions towards letting go of the tension and holding on to relaxation in the jaw. So what would happen is over time, I would notice that I was still doing this and I would immediately change the pattern. And eventually, I just stopped doing it. So keep at it with self-hypnosis. Teach your clients self-hypnosis. Give them direct suggestion in hypnosis that they will do regular self-hypnosis to hold on to relaxation.
That's nice. Holding on to relaxation. That's great.
It's better than the negative suggestion of, you will not clench your teeth. You will, instead of holding on to tension, you can hold on to relaxation, which by the way leads into the idea that, let's say you wanted to make up an intervention, you could do apposition of opposites, right? So you could start by creating catalepsy and tie that to the idea that the client is holding on to tension. And then as this hand drops, this hand rises. And now you can give them instructions to hold on to relaxation instead. Install those changes, come back to now.
That's great. I agree. Let's just add one thing. Direct suggestion in hypnosis on its own, DSIH, may work too. I said Bernheim and Liebel used it for everything. Get the person in a deep trance and layer on the positive suggestions about when they start to feel tension in their jaw. Even if they're asleep, their brain will notice and switch it into relaxation instantly. There's a lot of different ways you can do this. You might even ask, what is happening in their life? How do they know it's time to clench their jaw?
Yeah.
Let their unconscious give you the answer.
Yeah, we had a client, a student in the academy. We're talking about this recently, and with this we'll close. And the issue, it seemed to me, and I inquired and turns out that this was correct, that if they were to let go of the tension, it would be like not having enough pressure in their life to accomplish the things.
Wow, that's interesting.
So if you relax the jaw, all of a sudden it's, oh, well, now I'm so relaxed, I won't get anything done.
I'm just going to zone out all day.
By being consciously aware of that, you realize, oh, that actually isn't 100% logical, we can now change. When we're aware of the problems consciously, they can often fall apart.
Excellent.
Right. Okay, so if you're interested in learning more about this stuff, hypnosis in general, visit MikeMandelHypnosis.com and check out the Mike Mandel Hypnosis Academy, which we run. See you in the next video.